There it is. Okay, are we live? I think we're live. You double check everything. All right, all right. All right. It's wait. I don't even see icon moving. All right, there it is. Good grief. It's almost as like I haven't done this before. Late X, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? We're gonna have a pretty interesting time today. Big Mike, what's up, man? Hope you guys enjoying your lunchtime on this fabulous hump day. Forte may be joining us in a little bit, but are you guys feeling hype? Any kind of hype with the showcases right around the corner? You know, it used to be back in the day, everybody be so hyped for E3. Now, not so much. Not so much. We're gonna talk about it though. We definitely gonna talk about why there's less hype, I think, and why there's less enthusiasm. It's more than just that E3's dead. I think it's more than that. It's more than the lack of, I mean, partially. It's partially because also you're missing out on platforms being at E3 and whatnot. Spider 13, what's up, man? But yeah, it's a bit more than that. We'll get into it. The topics I wanted to talk about today. It's The Last of Us Part 2 PC port is supposedly in development. Kena Bridge of Spirits coming to Xbox, and somehow people can't stop talking about Game Pass for some reason. PSVR 2 has less features on PC than PS5, and I misspelled that. I put of instead of on. You know, I can't be bothered to proofread anything that I write, it seems. And then of course, you know, look, man, everybody wants to be an insider. We just don't have to keep it a buck and talk about, you know, what's really going on here, man. It's just, and why everybody wants to be inside. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You know, it's some people ain't gonna like to hear it, but we're gonna get into it. I had some other footage to show. Like, this is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on PC with like max ray tracing, max everything, and I've been fighting this battle with NVIDIA recording software for the past 2 weeks, and I finally started to get everything squared away. And then I had like an hour of footage from Ratchet and Clank. Like, some of the, like, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a beautiful game, very fun. And I had like an hour of footage that, you know, I was playing last night. I was having a good time, and then I forgot what AV1 encoders. Yeah, there's a like a max bit rate you need to have it at, and I didn't change that in the NVIDIA app that I upgraded to, because I feel like NVIDIA has intentionally sabotaged GeForce Experience and Shadowplay to force people over onto the NVIDIA app, which that's a whole nother story in itself. I'm not going to get into it, but pretty much when I first tried the NVIDIA app beta, I think a lot of people was just happy that they didn't have to sign in. Use their email account to sign in, but other than that, it was buggy as all get out, and a lot of things that I use with NVIDIA's software wasn't working correctly. And then I think they fixed that stuff, and people still was on GeForce Experience, so they just went on ahead and just like it was just weird. 2 weeks ago, like they had like at least 2 firmware updates, and both of them seemed to break Shadowplay for me. So here I am on the NVIDIA app, and the recording works, but I just messed up the settings on the AV1 encoder. It needs to be a max bit rate of 10,000 kilobytes per second, and I had that thing so much higher. It just messes up the recording. So like, hey, recordings completely, utterly wasted, but it is what it is, man. Let's see here. Who else is in the chat? Erodimus. Erodimus is here. Meds is here. What's up, Meds? How's it going, man? Lonely Snow says I'm an insider. Hey, Little Snow, everybody's an insider nowadays. The luster has worn. But now let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. So look, The Last of Us Part 2. There is this report coming from a well-known leaker that has been pretty accurate when it comes to PC ports of PlayStation first-party games coming to PC. And he says that The Last of Us Part 2 is in development, or at least has been a significant ways of that development has been done since about November 2023. So roughly about 7 months ago, half a year ago. That's fine. I actually, some people may be like, well, what was taking them so long to release it? Considering the state that they released The Last of Us Part 1's PC port, I'm fine with this. Take your time, polish it, do whatever you got to do. You know, test it out on multiple generations of GPUs and CPUs. Make sure it's optimized. Don't repeat the same mistakes you made with The Last of Us Part 1. That was not ready to go, and they clearly only released it when they did because they were trying to capitalize on the hype that was going on with The Last of Us TV show, which was going on right at the same moment. So yeah, don't do that again. If you need to polish that thing so that it's actually a polished port and people don't expect you don't get a reputation of your PC ports being garbage, then you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Now, more than likely, it's probably going to get ignored by a large segment of the PC community anyway, because it's definitely going to be demanding you to sign in or link your PSN account in order to play it, which is the case for Until Dawn, which was shown again at the last State of Play, which is the case partially for Ghost of Tsushima. But you know, that's what's going to happen with right now with PlayStation. If you're playing on PC, they're going to want you to sign into a free PSN account. If you need to create a email specifically for that and just have an email that you never log into, you just set it up and that's it. And then you move on with your life, and you don't put a credit card to it. You don't put any of your real personal information to it. You can do that. It's not that big a deal, but we know how it is. When the PC community wants to make an example out of you, it doesn't really matter if it's a big deal or not. They're going to make an example out of it. Stanley Francois in the house. What's up, man? Hope you guys having a good hump day. What you guys having for lunch? Let me know. Let me know what you're having for lunch in the chat. I haven't had lunch yet. I had a really late breakfast. I'm still nursing this coffee that has now gone cold. I've been and I woke up today. My throat was all scratchy and stuff. I don't know what's going on. I think my AC was pumping too loud. Pause. Not too loud, but too hard. Double pause. This last night, and so I just woke up with like a scratchy throat, not feeling that great, a little congested, just a little bit, but you know, we're gonna make it work. In regard back to The Last of Us Part 2, I'm probably gonna get it. I think. I mean, The Last of Us Part 2 is one of those games, and I know I've seen people do the DLC. That's pretty interesting. I didn't do the DLC. More than likely, I think that DLC will be a part of the PC port. So maybe I'll do it then. But I wasn't all that interested in going back to that game. I think the story is it's so heavy and depressing, and not exactly the kind of, it's not the kind of experience to me that like I feel like I want to do a lot of different times. Like there's a lot of single player games that I've played, and I've played them 5 million times. Like you guys know I love BioWare games, and I have played almost every BioWare game that they've come out with that I have owned at least 3 times. And they're primarily, most of them are strictly single player, and some of them have a little bit of multiplayer, but everyone only bought them for single player. And that's it. I mean, like I really enjoy those games that much, but I can't really say the same for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I think the story has some issues, and I've been over that multiple times. I'm not going to go over it again. But the gameplay is fantastic. It was a technical marvel on a really outdated, underpowered PS4. And, you know, it's probably going to look fantastic on PC. As long as Iron Galaxy is nowhere near it. As long as I believe the report may have said Nixes was involved, but I didn't look too. Actually, I can't even recall if I read that far into it. That's my bad. I normally do better with this stuff, but Nixes is a little overwhelmed. I think they need more port studios. I'm glad that Jetpack Interactive is doing the God of War Ragnarok port. That's another one that, like, I don't know if I want to play it again. You know, it's just, I enjoyed my time with Ragnarok. I don't know if I want to play that on PC or not. Maybe not at launch. Maybe I'll get it later on or something. When I feel it's just like, I mean, I kind of want to play this again. And then, of course, play it in like real 4K. You know, not like wannabe 4K. With high frame rates and beautiful settings and textures and whatnot, but you know, it is what it is. Blade X says he loves the gameplay. Yeah, man. Look, gameplay of The Last of Us. That's the biggest improvement that I saw from 1 to 2 was the gameplay was. Man, it was peak. It was peak for what Naughty Dog does, and that might be the main reason why I decided to go back for part 2 is the gameplay. You know, I'm definitely, what's up, Slackrow? I'm definitely getting Until Dawn like that, even though I don't think visually Until Dawn, this remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, it don't look that great. Maybe they just been showing the PlayStation 5 version all this time, but for me, visually it don't look that awesome, but I'm still getting it because I really enjoy that game. Miko says, game is long as hell. I get why some won't replay it. What you talking about, Miko? You talking about God of War Ragnarok, or you talking about The Last of Us Part 2? I do think they both are... I mean, I play Persona games. I play... what's the last... the Tales of Arise I thought was too long, and that game was about 60 hours for me. I felt like it should have been about 45 hours. Like sometimes, you know, I don't really mind. Like I don't really think those games are long. I just do think that God of War Ragnarok could have been a tad bit shorter. Miko says both. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that. Like I know some people feel like parts of Abby's arc could have been cut out. To just get into it real quick, I've always felt that like the way they structured the story was the problem, not necessarily the content that was there. It made it feel like it was too long because you just get bored looking at like characters that you already watched die talk about stuff. Just not interesting. John Wolf, the Ragoon himself in the house, man. What's up, John? How's it going? Mad said I ain't giving Sony any PC money anyway. The Last of Us Part 1 port was ass though. Hope they do better this time. Yeah, I feel like, and I think if it's really been ready or close to being ready since November of last year, and they haven't even announced that the port is coming, then I gotta say that they probably learned their lesson when it came to part 1, and they really want to make sure part 2 is ready to go, and they don't have the executives over their shoulder influencing when it comes out, because frankly, there's a TV show we want to capitalize off of sales for. It's just like, yeah, you may get a lot of sales. You may get a lot of sales on that port because of the TV show, but the performance of the port will determine whether people come back for the next one. And it's like, that's a very short-term thinking when you're just like, oh yeah, this TV show's here. We need to we gotta get the money off this TV show ASAP. And then, when you come out with this part 2, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be like, I remember part 1. I'm not even checking for it. That was a buggy piece of garbage. Like, like when you have the game and only, I think for the presets, for like texture detail and things like that, like the low and medium settings weren't even completed. It was just like a PS2 level pixelated blur when they were testing it up against like the brick walls in cities and stuff. And it's just like, so you didn't even have the presets finished? Like, what are we doing here? Why is that released? That's just stupid. So, don't do that again. Where we ranking The Last of Us 2 AI? I thought the AI in The Last of Us 2 was pretty good. They flank you. They're not just, straight up stupid. You know how like a lot of games where, you may make a mistake and you may get the attention of an enemy. Because a lot, like if the game is very much stealth related, if it's stealth related, and all you gotta do is just sit still for like a moment. Just sit still for like about 5 seconds, and the idiot, guard or goon or whoever forgets that they were, that they heard, something, and they just go on about their business, and it's just like, bro, like, what kind of short-term memory do you have? And so I think that like, that's not really the case with The Last of Us Part 2, at least not the way that I played it. But that's definitely one of the bonuses to the game. Like I said, technical marvel. They did a great job with that game. Naughty Dog, that is. When you have a gazillion support studios and over a close to 2,000 developers working on your game, yeah, you're definitely going to be doing things that no one else did at that time. And so it makes a lot of sense. The support, of course, that's not going to need all that. Asian Deli, aka Die in the House. He says initial audience reception is something that many people don't take into account because it slips their minds. Really, it's extremely important as it's majority of users within launch window. Right. I understand the need to capitalize on the zeitgeist moment. But it's almost as if, imagine if like Bethesda had any idea that the Fallout TV show was going to be that good and have the kind of reception that it did, and that they said, hey, we're going to make sure that the Fallout London, I don't know if that's like a mod on PC exactly, or it's a official like expansion or remap. I don't know, whatever the heck Fallout London is. That wasn't ready yet when the TV show came out. Imagine if they were like, Bethesda was like, hey, we know it's not ready, make it ready. Because the TV show is doing so good. Make it ready now. And it's just like, but it's not ready. And then when it comes out and it's a unmitigated disaster, you're just like, look what you just ruined years of progress and work that people worked on, and you kind of ruined the experience for a lot of gamers. Because believe it or not, and I see this all the time with games like State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves. I know people who acknowledge that those games are better in 2024 than they were in 2018 when they launched, but refuse to play those games based on the personal experience they had with those games. With State of Decay 2, it was a buggy mess. People were loading into the game and loading into the wall, into the ground, can't move. It was frustrating. With Sea of Thieves, there was nothing to do but kick chickens like it's Fable or something, and collect chests with fighting skeletons with janky, swinging animations. It was just like, what the heck are we doing? There's nothing to do here besides look at pretty water. And for a lot of people, they know that like Sea of Thieves now got single player content. They made collaborations with Pirates of the Caribbean. They did all this other extra stuff. There's PvP stuff, and I don't care. They just don't care. And so like you have to understand that how you release a game is still important. And I think that's get lost by. I say that completely wrong. That is lost by a lot of executives. Because they don't understand the side of the consumer. They don't understand the side of the gamer at all. So, yeah. Anywho, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys are gonna, if you guys are on PC, gonna pick up The Last of Us Part 2 and that, but I'm kind of thinking, considering that they didn't mention it at the State of Play at all, that it's either gonna get mentioned at like this later showcase later at the end of the year, or if they're doing just another State of Play later this year, then I got a message. Oh, okay, no, that looks all right. Okay, yeah. So look, let's speed this along because I really want to talk about this whole insider stuff. Next is about Kena Bridge of Spirits, and actually, I was playing that. Did I record that? Because I reinstalled it. I beat it on PC back when it first came out, and I reinstalled it through the Epic Game Store, which is probably going to really piss people off. Oh no, I didn't record it. Did I not record that? Damn it! Hold on. Let me. I gotta have gameplay of that. At least I thought I did. I played up to the point where, like, right before you fight Taro, the first big boss that probably made a lot of people quit because he was not easy. Why is that out of? I have no gameplay. You know what? I got some. I might have some old gameplay. Let's see. Let's check my archive. Sorry, this is like I have nothing. All right, cool. So we just gonna keep watching Ratchet and Clank. Anyway, so Kena Bridge of Spirits is coming to Xbox later. I think it's August, if I recall correctly. Let me double check it. I think it's August 15th. It is heading, yes, August 15th. I was right. And so on August 15th, Kena Bridge of Spirits will be on Xbox Series X and S. And it's wild because I'm seeing so many people talking about this. And look, it's a great game. Especially, I would say it's a good, let me not say great. It's a very good game. But it's great to see a game at that level of quality by a developer that had never made a game before. Ember Lab was just an animation studio before this. And one of the big concerns I had with Kena before it came out was, can Ember Lab nail gameplay? Because we know like they're an animation studio, and I've seen their work and I did videos on them, and like they were goated on that animation side of things, and that's awesome. But can you make a game? And they definitely made a very good game. It was for a first outing. That was fantastic. Now that said, Lord Metroid, what's up, man? John the Don in the house. Capono, what's going on, guys? Delta in the house. What's up, man? I enjoyed the game, and it was more difficult than I thought it would be. And I enjoyed that challenge. And so it being clearly a timed exclusive game for the PlayStation, I know how this stuff works. Like I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm not the kind of person that's going to mince any words. We know how people was hating on the game, and pretending like it wasn't that big a deal, or pretending they didn't care about it back when it was exclusive on PlayStation. Now that it's not exclusive on PlayStation anymore, console exclusive that is, now people are showing whether they were genuine in their interest of the game. And sure, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. But there are people who are interested in the game, but they're talking about, well, why isn't it in Game Pass? And I'm just like, so what? The developer chose not to put it in Game Pass. Why is that a problem? Like, I don't... Before Game Pass, you bought your games. And if you were interested in a game, you looked at the price and you would make the choice, the value decision that is your own personal value, on whether you felt it was worth it or not. Now, I don't even think Kane and Bridges Spears was a full price game at launch. I feel like it was maybe $40-$50 or something like that. I can't remember. But I'm fairly certain it wasn't a $70 game. Around says maybe because the game is in PS Plus, but I mean, it's in PS Plus well after it launched. It has not launched yet on Xbox, and that's for there's two different audiences for PlayStation and Xbox. And so when the game has already had its sales tail on PlayStation, yeah, it makes sense to go put that in PS Plus. It's probably going to go to Game Pass at some point. We don't know when that is. But if you're interested in the game, it depends on, of course, your level of interest. If you're not that interested in the game, then you don't care. You'll try it out in Game Pass. But if you are really interested in the game, I don't understand why isn't this in Game Pass whole argument, or I'm not going to get it if simply because it's not in Game Pass. And I hope it doesn't do well because it's not in Game Pass, so that it will go to Game Pass. I'm just like, do you not understand how counterintuitive that is? Like how that destroys, that isn't something that developers want to hear. That's not something that publishers want to hear. Because what that just tells them is that maybe we shouldn't just even be on this platform. If you are a developer that does not believe in putting your game in subscription services, and you have an audience that only wants to consume your content through a subscription service, that's problematic. And then you would think, well, if that's the only way people will try out my game, I got two choices here. I can go back on what I want to do, and the way that I have decided to market our game and make compensation on the work that we spent years working on, or we could just not put our game on the platform. And I think what you're going to see is, especially when Xbox does not have a lot of leverage in bringing, games to their platform due to having a much smaller install base compared to the other console competitors, you're not really in a position to dictate to developers on that. And so the consumer behavior is just not good overall. I just don't understand why people choose to, like, this is your gaming experience. You are a consumer. Why are you making consumer decisions based upon the financial health of, or the health of a subscription service that you don't have any kind of business relationship with? You are a member of it. You didn't author it. You don't put games in it. You don't market it. You don't do it. You market it, but no one paying you to do it. You don't do anything for the service. So why are you so gung-ho about what goes into Game Pass and what doesn't? Be a consumer. Erodimus says Hypercharge is not having that problem. Erodimus, did you miss the discussions where people were making the same discussions about Hypercharge? Why is this not in Game Pass? A game that's like, what, $15 or something? I bought it, by the way. 15, 20 bucks. Cheap game. The same thing happened with Death's Door. Fantastic game. $15, $20 game. Why is this not in Game Pass? Dude, shut up. Don't have lunch one day and spend that money on Death's Door. Delta says Game Pass should be treated as a bonus if a game ends up on it. You shouldn't rely on Game Pass to provide you all your games. Delta, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I treat Game Pass. You know, if a game I'm interested in is going to be on Game Pass, good, cool. Like I'm getting Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6, I planned on getting it, and that's going to be in Game Pass at launch, so I don't have to buy it. You know, Jay Bari, shout out to him. He's going to block me when I do it, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. Shout out to Bari, but he said people bought Death's Door. Rodimus, you were not an unintelligent man. Stop making these disingenuous arguments. I'm talking about people talking about how I'm not getting a game because it wasn't in Game Pass. That's what we're talking about. That's the discussion, not people bought Death's Door. Yeah, these games do get some sales. That's not the point, though. Hypercharger, I think was it called Hypercharger? Yeah, that game got 40,000 unit sales. 40,000 unit sales for an indie developer. That's freaking awesome. Good for them. That's not exactly a lot of sales, though. And it's just, what I just don't understand is that how people make this is anti-consumer, if you think about it, because it's anti your own consumer interests. If you enjoy a game or you have a high interest in a game, it's available. Buy it. I understand if you don't have the money for it, you know, that's a personal financial issue. You know, you definitely don't want to put yourself in that financial bind, although this is like a $50 game, Cane or Butcher Spirits, but you know, whatever. If you ain't got the 50 bones to drop down on it, don't do that. Use that $50 towards your electric bill, your water bill, or whatever. But if you got the money for it, well, I'm just upset that they didn't put it in Game Pass, so I'm not going to buy it. Who the freak? Are you a gamer? Or are you just a corporate shill? Gamers play games. Corporate shill for corporations. And then make anti-consumer kind of decisions for themselves in order to help a corporation, whether they don't realize they're helping the corporation or not. I mean, like, it's just, hello? Like, this ain't rocket science. This ain't difficult to figure out. Anybody who's making those kind of decisions, I just look, you know, to say those kind of things, I just look at you sideways. I just kind of wonder, like, do you only play games when they're in Game Pass? Do you only play games when they're on your preferred platform? Why is that? Are you one of those people still waiting for Final Fantasy VII Remake to show up on Xbox? Game came out in 2020. You still waiting? It's been 4 years. You still waiting? You still mad that it didn't show up on Xbox? When are you going to stop holding out for something and just play a game you want to play? Shout out to Lil Metro with the $2 super chat. Says Microsoft has conditioned Game Pass users to not buy games. And you know, I don't know if that's everyone, but that sucks, man. Like it's fine to be in a service and have games there that you may be on the borderline with, or games that are a bit older. You're like, oh man, I remember that game. Let me go ahead and go reinstall this classic gem and play that again. Or, you know, excuse me, they got their own first party content and they want to put that in the Game Pass to make the service more enticing. And if there's first party content that they make that's not going to be available anywhere else, at least for a time period, then yeah, you know, that's a quality of the service. But you got to understand that every game is going to be in Game Pass, and that needs to be an expectation that you understood when you signed up for it. And when those games that you're interested in don't show up to Game Pass, acting like a petulant child when it doesn't show up isn't exactly going to change anything. Like I don't know who these people think they are, but they have they've overestimated their value as a gamer. You are not starting a movement to force a game into Game Pass. If anything, you're just going to have developers choose to just not put their games on the platform, period, because the games don't sell on the platform if it's not in Game Pass. And they don't, we don't know the behind the scenes. We know how it works. We know how Xbox will negotiate a price up front to bring a game in, and that price is supposed to be close to or an average of what value they think that the game would have sold on the platform. But you know, Microsoft is negotiating here. Negotiations always start with a low ball offer. And if they can't meet in the middle, then you know, it's not even on them on that game not being there. I mean, look, hey, I know specifically of two developers. One is both of them indie developers who wanted to put their game in Game Pass and couldn't, because Xbox didn't want their game in Game Pass. They didn't value the game to put it in Game Pass. Then you could say, well, maybe the game ain't good, but considering their history on what is good and not good, the games that they passed up, the offers that they passed up historically, I would say maybe they don't know what they're talking about. But regardless of that, not every game that doesn't go into Game Pass strictly because the developer chose not to. We don't know the ins and outs and what's going on behind the scenes to really judge that. And we're not supposed to, because we're the damn consumer. So if you like the game, buy the game. If it's in Game Pass, enjoy the fact that it's in Game Pass. If it's not, shut up and buy the game. That's where I'm at with it. Just shut up and buy the game, bro. That says its top 5 indie games are Sable, Death's Door. Sable. Is that the same developer that made Fury? I think the game is called Fury. Earth Fury is freaking excellent. Disco Elysium, Citizen Sleeper, and Hades. Hades for sure. Awesome. Disco Elysium as well, and Death's Door. Three of those, definitely. Those three, I can definitely say are games that every gamer should at least try. You may not be into roguelites or those very point and click talkative RPGs like Disco Elysium, but for those who appreciate the value of the quality of those games, you would definitely love them. Anywho, yeah, that's my final thoughts on that. The game, you want the game, buy it. If it's not in Game Pass, well, so what? Buy the game. Last thing I'm gonna say before we get into this insider talk is PSVR 2 there's an adapter that PlayStation is developing. This PC adapter, it would be how people would use PSVR 2 on PC later this year, and it comes to find out that this adapter has less features than it working on PC has it have less features than it does on PlayStation 5. And I'm going to find, because list off, I thought I had a listing of all the features that were missing. Okay, here we go. And this is something that is coming from PlayStation themselves, at least this statement is. It says feature differences between PSVR 2 on PS5. PSVR 2 was designed from the ground up specifically for PS5. So you'll notice that some key features like HDR, headset feedback, eye tracking, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback other than rumble are not available when playing on PC. However, other high fidelity and sensory immersion features of PSVR 2 are supported, including 4K visuals, 110-degree field of view, finger touch detection, and see-through view, as well as foveated rendering, which is essentially foveated rendering without eye tracking. Foveated rendering, what it basically does is that it applies more detail to areas that you are looking at. And so that allows those areas where you're looking to be look better. And 3D audio in supported games. So like the features that are now platform specific to PS5 is headset feedback, eye tracking, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback. Now, I know there are people who are just like, what's the point of this then? They're stupid. Why do they even decide to do this? And I get that, because it's like when you know that this device has been handicapped on PC, especially if you have a high-end rig, your PC is more powerful than a PlayStation 5, you're gonna feel some kind of way about it. Now, I get that this was developed specifically for the PlayStation 5. I get that. That's it. We need to look at these things in far more context than just specifically this PSVR 2 and these decisions. And what I want to do is I want to bring up something that happened with the very game that I have on the screen right now, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Now, this is just because I reinstalled it, so I didn't make any kind of like modifications. But this is the base game with no mods, running max settings, max VR. I said VR, sorry. Ray tracing and all that good stuff. Fantastic game, looks beautiful. Its average is around between 90 and 110 frames per second. DLSS, and it's great. It's great. It looks beautiful. 4K, all that good stuff. That said, there's a little file. On this PC version of the game, and maybe not everyone is aware of this, but there's this file in the game that does a very specific thing. And this file is called cache.pso. This cache.pso file puts a limit on your SSD load times. This file limits all loading on PC games, no matter if you have a Generation 4 NVMe M.2 SSD. Me specifically, I have one of the fastest ones on the market. I have a Western Digital Black. Is it 98 SN something? Look, I can't remember. It's fast as hell. Okay, that's all you need. It's faster than the PS5 SSD. It's the entire pipeline for throughput is faster on my PC than the PS5. But my game renders things, loads things, especially when you're going between rifts and whatnot, a half-second slower. And it's because of this cache.pso file. And if you don't believe me, I will take the YouTube link of it. I will put this in the chat so you guys can at your leisure look at this video of it running with the cache.pso file deleted, and with it still being there like it is at launch, and you will see that like it's forcing all PC games to load at a Gen 3 SSD level. And why do I bring that up? Because although it's true, PSVR 2 was created for PS5, specifically, I don't trust Sony that that's the only reason why all these features are not there. Knowing what they had Nixes do with Rift Apart, I 1000% believe they wanted to have some features exclusive to the PS5, especially in light of what Herman Holt said recently, where he talked about trying to entice PC gamers to buy PlayStations. Well, if you bought the PSVR 2 and you're like, oh man, I want haptic feedback and all this other extra stuff that's missing out of this, maybe he thinks that he can get you to spend an additional $500 to get those features. I mean, why not? You spend double that to get the GPU, right? And so it's this kind of mentality and thinking that makes me believe that, like, yeah, they kept some things for themselves. Now, do I have proof? Hell no. But no one had proof that Sony had handicapped Rift Apart when people was like, yo, I don't understand why this is rendering slower, and all the ponies was like, yeah, see, we told you. We got one on you. Even though our CPU is slower, our GPU is slower, we got less RAM, we got less all this than you high-end PC guys, but we got faster load times. Whoopsie. Yeah, there was a reason for that. And so until that comes out, and we'll see. I mean, when this adapter comes out, we'll see how people in PC reverse engineer this to work. We'll see what happens. Def Lloyd, what's up? Jago, what's up, man? How's it going? Die says it improves rendering efficiency. Generating a new PSO on demand can take 100 or more milliseconds, as the application has to configure every possible parameter. This makes it necessary to generate PSOs long before they are needed for them to be efficient. Oh, okay, he said PSO files exist across the board. It's not something Sony did to nerf Rift Apart. Now, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Deli, but like, so if that is the case, what was the purpose of this particular PSO file, and the fact that it was capping load time? So, it just means the PSO files for the Rift Apart suck. But the fact that it's still there now, like, this is like Nixes has moved on. Nixes is now working on other games outside of Rift Apart now, and this file is still there even after people have found it and be like, hey, look, you removed this file, everything is good, the game still runs perfectly fine, and your load times are basically what your hardware is capable of doing. I don't know. I'm not a developer. But anywho, let's get into it. Let's talk about this insider. So there's been a lot of talk this week, and especially in light of the last state of play, where a number of people had the entire listing of every game that was going to be shown in the order that it was going to be shown before it came out. Now, a lot of these people that are doing this, that have this information, and just random people you never heard of on the internet, these people work for YouTube. And it's been known for years that this has been the case, that like it started with the snitch. He was the more famous first person to kind of do this. He actually wasn't the first at all, which it kind of shocked me. He was the first that I knew about it, but maybe because he became the most popular to do it. But it was the state of play that he had leaked, and he had leaked the entire state of play in order, and he sent it to Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming. And Tom Henderson ignored it, and then later on, you know, a lot of people was like, wow, this dude on Twitter listed the entire showcase and he got it all right. And what it seems to be happening is that ever since then, this has been increasingly more the case. And to the point where some people at YouTube have been fired, more not necessarily for this side of things, but for example, there was what is this guy's name? There was a really popular YouTuber. Okay, he's a British black guy, but I can't remember his name. But he had like this giveaway thing he would do, where he would give away gift cards or whatever to people who watched his video, and you had to watch for a certain period of time, and then the longer you watch, the more these gift cards would show up, and you would get the code to it, or you could redeem it. And what was going on was these YouTube employees were behind the scenes. Look, anything, and a lot of people who are YouTubers like myself, content creators, will understand this. When we upload a video or we go live, like especially for uploaded content, like you have to upload it well in advance, because YouTube's rendering processing is trash. And if you simply upload it right at the time that you intended to show it, to kind of prevent people from like behind the scenes, behind YouTube, from seeing it, because they see everything, then it's just going to be shown at 360p, and nobody wants to look at that blurry nonsense. So in order, especially if you're going to have it upload in 4K, you need to be doing that well in advance. Like if you're trying to upload a 4K video, now it's gotten better now where they actually tell you how long it'll take for it to be 4K before you could go live with it. It used to be, it was a crapshoot. You just didn't know how long it would take you. And so some of these state of plays, these showcases, the Xbox showcase, I don't know, I think they're doing it in 4K. I think they mentioned they were doing it in 4K. They're going to upload that to YouTube on Friday, in anticipation of it going live at 1 p.m. And they're going to be YouTube employees. They're going to watch the entire thing and know everything is going to say ahead of time. And this is how stuff gets leaked, because there are people who see it ahead of time, and they got to, what it is, get clout. This is what the whole purpose of all this is, because they want attention. They want clout. They want engagement. They want people to pay attention to them. They want to be an insider. I'm going to bring up somebody, and some of you guys might know who this person is. This dude had a pretty decent YouTube channel before he completely ruined it. It's like Dan something gaming. What? He used to do interviews with voice actors in video games, and he gained a lot of connections with people in the gaming industry through his interviews on his channel. And he used to, he would do regular content like the rest of us would do as well, but he would do a lot of interviews. This dude, Dan, had all these connections, and then he decided to leverage those connections, but also because he got a lot of them through NDAs, he wasn't going to do it under his own like Twitter account. He created a completely separate Twitter account to start leaking stuff. No, why would this guy Dan do that? Dan Allen, thank you, John. Why would Dan Allen do that? Why? Because he wanted clout. He admitted it. Once he made the mistake, because if you're gonna have a soccer, no, in fact, I'm not gonna tell y'all how to have a real soccer account, because I want y'all to mess up with y'all soccer account. So I'm just gonna say, look, he made a mistake with his soccer account, and he ended up tweeting a reply to someone sent to his sock account, insider account, with his Dan Allen account. And that's when people realized it was Dan Allen that was doing this the whole time. And so once he got caught and exposed, then he just told the truth about why he was doing what he was doing. And he just said he wanted, it was like an adrenaline rush, a dopamine hit, to have all this attention on him for him leaking things. And I can confess that, I've been told things ahead of time before, and I have felt the urge to go run off at the mouth about those kind of things. But this is what happens. And when you talk about things that aren't like set in stone yet, and even if you do talk about those things, look, Jeff Grubb goes through this all the time. Shout out to Jeff Grubb. Jeff will say, hey, a stay of play's coming in May. And people will be like, well, Jeff, it's May 21st. And like, hey, May's not over yet. Well, Jeff, what about now? And it's just, you're going to get people who are going to be like, especially if they don't like what you're saying, who are going to be like, you're a fraud. You're a fake insider. You doing this for clout. You are. You're doing this for engagement. You are. And you're a piece of garbage, human being. Even though all that might not be true, depending on who the person is. But regardless of the fact, you're going to deal with a lot of negative engagement, and whether you like that or not, or care for it or not, that's just the way things are. And you're going to look really foolish if some of the things that you were talking about change. If you say, hey, there's going to be a Sony showcase before the Xbox showcase, and they change their mind, well, you can't take back what you said. Look, recently I was told something groundbreaking. And I talk to people. I'm not an insider, so don't even I'm not. But I talk to people who know things, people who work for companies that know things. And I don't say jack about jack, because I'm not trying to blow up their spot, and I don't want that kind of engagement. I don't want people talking, hey, SloMo said. No, SloMo ain't say shit. All right? SloMo ain't say nothing. So I just shut my mouth now and just don't say anything. Anything I'm told is whatever. I know it, and then things change, and then I go, oh, well. But I was told something like a few weeks ago that kind of had me like, oh my God, they're really going to do that? And I'm just like, damn, that is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. Now, if I wanted to be like some of these other guys that want this attention so much, I would have made a video about it. I got actual evidence of it. I would have had screenshots of what I know, actual screenshots of it. And it'd been a big old thing all over the internet. Guess what happened? They changed their mind. Now, how would I have looked making a video, going on Twitter, talking about something that I was even told wasn't going to be, wasn't set in stone? How would I look going out there talking about something that wasn't set in stone, only for them to change their mind? All the people who were like, you ain't got no sources. You just running your mouth, man. You don't know anything. They've been vindicated. And what could I do besides say, what happened is, shut up. This is why journalists don't say anything until they get like 2 or 3 sources completely independent of one another talking about the same stuff. That's when they decide to go public, because then one, they protect their source, because there's a number of people that could have told that information, and they know that they can go public with it without it causing harm to the people who told it to them. And 2, they know it's solid and it's not going to change. A lot of these guys just don't care. They don't care how it affects anyone else's job. They don't care about how it affects other people. They don't care about how, like, what if it's information that wasn't explained to the leaker properly, and so the leaker is not telling the full story. And we know how this works. What the first thing that's said is what people remember. The clarification and the corrections, no one remembers that crap. So what happens when you release half-truth information, and then now the company that you basically almost told a lie about has to damage control it? What happens with the people who trusted you as a content creator and trusted you and thought you were a credible person with integrity, and you told them information that wasn't true? You know, like, it's just that there's so much that goes into it, and all that gets thrown out the window, all because people want that clout. Freaking Dan Allen Gaming had a YouTube channel that had, I think at the time when he got exposed for this, he had about 60,000 subscribers. He was getting interviews with big name people. His channel was doing good, and it still wasn't enough for him. He still had to go create a sock account to leak confidential information that he was told. And sure, if you want to get into, because I know there's been a whole argument with, like, you know, numerous gaming media people about whether should you sign NDAs and not talk about certain things. Is this what real media would do? Yada, yada, yada. Look, I ain't go to school for journalism, so I don't give a damn. I don't know. But all I know is that, like, when you only care about yourself, it is a given that other people are going to be harmed by the things that you do. And when you only care about yourself and you don't care to make sure that the information that you're getting is accurate, when you don't care to make sure the information you're getting doesn't have the possibility of changing, we are where we are. And it's so prevalent now that Google can't even determine how many of their YouTube employees is doing this crap. For the last showcase, Tom Henderson from Inside Gaming said he had 3 separate people give him the showcase. I'm sorry, the state of play. 100% accurate, 3 separate people. The Cloud Chase Demons is on a rampage, man. Shout out to Percolator, says, SloMo, you're a fake point giver. You damn right. I ain't giving you no points, Perk. None. You get no points from me. And Capono says SloMo doesn't like the ruin surprises. That's the other thing. Look, I know. I almost said something. So look, there are people. I'm the kind of person, I don't mind having something spoiled. I don't mind it. But there are some people who want they like the anticipation of it coming officially from wherever it's going to come from. So there's some people who are like, it's like in game, for example, not in game. Damn, it is Endgame. Avengers Endgame. I tried my best to keep from finding out who was going to die in Avengers Endgame. I mean, I did my best, man. I didn't watch anything. I was muting words all over the place. I was doing my best to make sure I didn't see anything that said anything about Endgame. Here I am watching a random YouTube video that has nothing to do with the Avengers. And the first comment was like, Iron Man dies, Black Widow dies. I said, son of a... Ow! I'm not even watching a video about this. Just people just can't help themselves but to be jerks. And just talk about, hey, I know something you don't know. And I get it sometimes. Sometimes you just, it's excitement. Oh, I know something you don't know. But like, why ruin it? If you know some people who are like, hey, yeah, tell me what's up. Well, privately tell them. If you trust them to not go blabbing it to everyone else. Or maybe don't do that too. If you want to keep the trust of the people who trusted that information to you, maybe you don't want to do that. But like, there are people who just like ruining stuff. And guaranteed, like, it happens all the time. Remember when, Redfall, we saw Redfall well before, it turned out it didn't never really get better. But I mean, we saw leaks of Redfall screenshots. We saw Bleeding Edge's announcement trailer. Like, it was on super low quality off of somebody's cell phone. Some dickhead was at the showcase, saw the video, pulled out their cell phone and recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube. They were that desperate for attention and to just show everybody something they hadn't seen yet. That gal Blue, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're enjoying your day. Slacro says, react to hip hop gamers take. Is this about Halo? Slacro, are you talking about the Halo talk? If you're talking about that, Delta says you're talking about all the Xbox games going to PlayStation. No, I'm not. Partially, Delta. I mean, I could talk about that, but then it's not that. There's other things that, look, I'll say it like this. There are things that get discussed. And then there are things that get discussed for companies behind the scenes. And sometimes the intention of it getting leaked out is because the decision that was made was not popular. And that someone didn't like that decision. And they may have even intended to leak that out specifically so that whatever they thought would be the reaction of said decisions gets seen by everyone else. All I'm saying is I ain't gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be the one to say it unless they tell me, hey, you can talk about this. I don't even ask because I'm not gonna talk about it. So I don't even ask, can I talk about this? I just don't. But some people just don't care. And they intentionally tell certain people because they know it's going to get out on purpose. But ain't nobody using me for a pawn, so I'm not going to do that. But Sly Crow says, yeah, the tweet I posted on the... okay, hold on. Let me double check what the tweet in Discord. Hip Hop Gamer legendary Halo will come to PlayStation, confirmed target in 2026 timeframe. Xbox Next Machine will be more of an open platform. No Xbox game is safe for multi-plat release. Xbox is going to partner with Netflix. I don't know about no partnering with Netflix. That don't even make any sense. I mean, look, I understand some sense because Netflix has a massive platform of members, but Netflix, when they came out with Oxenfree 2, I remember, so they own Night School Studio, which is the developer of Oxenfree. And when Oxenfree 2 was coming, when Oxenfree 2 was first announced, it was announced as a multi-platform release for all platforms, including Xbox. And then when Netflix acquired Night School Studio and owned the Oxenfree IP, they added Netflix as the platform for it to go to and took Xbox off. I don't know if that was simply because Netflix views Xbox as competition and Game Pass in particular. I don't know why, but I don't know. There's something about that. I don't know anything about no Netflix and Microsoft thing. Not that if I did know about it, I would admit it, but I just don't. That don't seem. I'm not doubting Hip Hop Gamer. I'm just saying that don't seem right to me. Now that said, the other stuff. So Halo coming to PlayStation. Sure, I can see that happening. I can see Halo coming to PlayStation. I don't think Xbox is about true exclusives at all anywhere anymore. So, and I've said that before. So yeah, that would make sense to me. Xbox's next machine being more of an open platform. That's also, I mean, that's been talked about by a number of people before. Just Corden. Shout out to Kay Asante Neverborn with the Gaming Circle podcast. They've talked about it a few times as well. Yeah, that's. I mean, these are things that, especially that part about it being a more open platform. How that looks, maybe some people aren't quite sure on how that would look in the grand scheme of things. They kind of talked about already getting like itch.io and Epic Game Store on the store for the next Xbox platform. And so that's what they're talking about. That's what they mean by that, where they talk about, hey, being a more open platform, getting games that are just not just on the that makes the next Xbox more of a PC device, like these PC handhelds, than a traditional Xbox console or Nintendo or PlayStation console, where there's only one storefront on it. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. Let me change my gameplay real quick. Let me change it to. Let's put some Cyberpunk on. Okay, Deli says Halo is a very popular franchise. I would say it was very popular at one point. Now it's just semi-popular. You know, it's a little old. It's a little dated. It's a little over the hill. You know, like an NBA player that's still trying to hang on. Think about the whole glory days. I love me some Halo, but younger generations than myself that are seem to be driving the market now don't tend to care about Halo, and maybe that's why we might see Microsoft in the future kind of bucking some trends, kind of challenging the status quo in regards to what is deemed how you should be running your platform in regards to exclusive titles. Maybe there's no pillar that they won't topple. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, because you know, hey, look, even that can change. You know, they could have some plans for. We know the 4 games that they put over there ain't it, right? We know that's not even like, if you think the 4 games they put on PlayStation and Nintendo are the only 4 games they're going to do, then like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're extremely naive or deluded, one or the other. But I think, I don't think that they have any qualms with putting all their games over there. And I think they don't mention it because they don't want to. It's the same reason why Nintendo doesn't for a long time didn't mention there was a Switch 2 coming. Man, everyone knew it was a Switch 2 coming, but they didn't want to mention it because they weren't trying to hinder the sales of the current Switch on the market. If you start telling everybody, yeah, we got a Switch 2 that's way better than the current one on the market coming, then people are going to, you know, not most, but, you know, a significant number of people are going to be like, I'll wait. And I think Microsoft is cognizant of that, and they don't want to harm their brand irreparably. Although I think they've already did that by putting these 4 games on there. So you've already crossed that bridge. You might as well just go ahead. You know, you already got in the water and up to the knee level. Just go ahead and go swimming, bro. Just keep going. Cause it's the damage is done. They're gonna have this June showcase. And I don't think they're going to announce anything during the showcase that's going to say it's coming to PlayStation, but we may find out like in a blog post or through like Wario64 or Shinobi on Twitter later on that they're coming to PlayStation. But like, regardless, the conversation for a number of people is going to be, so is that coming to PlayStation 2? When's that coming to PlayStation? They said Xbox Series X and S and PC. Excuse me, but is that all? That's going to be the conversation for a lot of the games that come out or that are shown, whether it's a game that was initially shown 3 or 4 years ago and now they're showing some real gameplay of it, or if it's the first time of an announcement of a game or a remake or a remaster, new IP, whatever the hell, it doesn't matter. If they're publishing it, people are going to ask, is it coming to PlayStation now? Why? Because they created that narrative. They allowed that to happen by putting their games on PlayStation. So whether there was going to be a one-time deal or not, that is the whether that's the reality or not, it's the reality for them because this is what they've done. And you can't put that genie back in the bottle. You can't tell people what to believe and not believe. You can't get people to believe whatever marketing narrative that you come up with. And Phil Spencer does the Xbox business update and says only these 4 games. Starfield's asked, no Starfield. And then in an interview with Tom Warren later says, well, I can't guarantee Starfield never goes. Then you just undid everything you said in the show, in the business event. That's a confirmation for a lot of people that's coming. Yes, Capone, their messaging is horrible. Shout out to Jago for subbing to the channel. Appreciate you, man. Aramis says, oh boy, who stirred up the hornet's nest? We're gonna get another SloMo random Xbox business moves. You know, yeah. Yes, you will, Aramis. You will get that rant. You gonna like it. Slacker says, react to 420-minute mark for his video. Give me a second. Wow, this is a 22-minute video. Okay, let me
that will find out more about the AI is taking.
Let me get the 420.
Company and stuff like that, so it's happening. Now, another thing I want to talk about is how more people.
Can y'all hear this? I hope you guys hear this.
The reason why it's happening is that more people are assigned to bigger
Hold on,
games.
real quick.
Bigger.
Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. If you want to see this tweet where he talks about this, I'll put this in the chat as well. I want to talk about other people's content and not allow people to give them that engagement. So, shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. He's a cool dude. Go ahead and check that out. And we just continue on here.
I'm gonna break all of this stuff down. First, Fable. Second, Perfect Dark. Third, Gears of War 6. Fourth, Indiana Jones.
Okay, so he's talking about he's talking about the order in which these games will land on PlayStation. And now he says first Fable, then Perfect Dark, then Gears of War 6, then Indiana Jones, and then State of Decay 3. This is where I think Hip Hop Gamer has sources. He's talked about things that have come to fruition years later, and he was one of the very first to talk about it. But this is where I say that, like, this is where when it comes to everybody wants to be an insider, where sometimes he trips himself up because he'll do things like this. We're talking about a specific order of certain things. That's just not how this stuff works. And also specifically, he's mentioning things that I know. He hasn't mentioned games that I know for certain are in development for there. So he's mentioning stuff that I know definitely is in development for there and will be coming sooner than anything else. So it's just like, but I would never go say, and these games will land on PlayStation in this era, in this order and whatnot. I'm not going to say that, because you never know what's going to change from here to there. So is that the part you wanted me to talk about, Crow? Not sure. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, insiders, man. Like, it's just no. Not everyone has to do that. Just and I think when it comes down to it, when you start running your mouth, like some people, they down for it. They down for the smoke. Hey, I know I'm right. I've seen the data. I've seen everything. I've heard it from the horse's mouth that they're going to do it on this day and date and all that good stuff, and they're going to talk about it. And they don't care about the backlash they'll get because they do this. It's part of their job. They do it all the time, and more power to them, right? But then you got the people who they want to get that clout. They want to be there. But they don't want to do the work, and they don't want to do it properly, and they don't want to vet things correctly. They don't want to protect sources correctly. Just stop. Stop doing that stuff, man. Just stop putting people jobs in jeopardy. Stop putting your job in jeopardy. If you work at YouTube, don't go leaking stuff from you from the YouTube backend. They literally can see everything. Like I have unlisted videos that I unlisted for various reasons. I've got videos that I privated because it was always a private video. I just wanted to like go live and test settings on OBS because OBS is always a finicky bitch, right? And so I'm testing things to make sure things work correctly and stuff like that. I got all kinds of private videos on my YouTube channel and unlisted stuff. They can see all that. Anybody at YouTube could look at my channel and see everything that's public and everything that's private. And probably even the stuff I can't see no more if I chose to delete the video. And this is why they're able to see everything. Like I said, more than likely, Xbox is going to upload the Xbox Showcase like Friday, Saturday, sometime, more likely Friday. They'll upload it to the Xbox channel because they said the video is going to be viewed by everyone at 1 p.m. in 4K. They need, in order to make sure that YouTube's trash rendering has got it ready in 4K, they need to upload it by Friday. That's 48 hours for any YouTube employee to go to the Xbox channel and watch it themselves. And YouTube's got to get better at hiring people who won't do this. But until they do, just know that this weekend, you're going to have to be extra vigilant if you don't want to be ruined. Because there's definitely going to be people out there talking about what is going to happen. Slockrow says, so you believe him? I believe part of it. I believe part of it, Crow. I don't believe the list of games that he listed, but I do believe him, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. What game are we gonna play? What is it, 1 o'clock now? Okay. I got a few minutes. What game are we playing today? Have I played Hades 2 on stream? I really want to play Hades 2. I've been meaning to get back to it, and I haven't done so. This is kind of embarrassing, but I don't mind it. I haven't completed a run in Hades 2 yet. The second boss are I think the Furies, and I thought it's a very, very unique boss, and it's pretty awesome because they're like a band, but like I just keep dying. I get like close to beating them, and then I die. And then even when I do beat them, like I get to the next biome, and I'm barely hanging on at that point. And this is maybe just me personally. I feel like compared to Hades 1, Hades 2, I like it a lot, but compared to Hades 1, I feel like they give you very few boons from the gods. And I feel like I'm struggling to get like boons that can actually give me a good build as I get through it. But you know what? We're gonna get into it. I'll boot that up real quick. Capone says he's gotta get back up on Sirens. Thank you. I said the Furies. The heck am I talking about, Rannies? Give them gifts. I look, man. Like they stingy with the what's the gold colored the stuff, the drink that they love. They stingy with that, man. So every time I get it, I give it out, and it just don't matter. Rhyme says, SloMo, what are your thoughts on the racist father stopping the black superintendent from shaking his daughter's hand? The racist father stopping the black super... I didn't hear about this. In districts that have history of racism, well, ambrosia. Thank you, Brianies. Yeah, I don't get a lot of ambrosia, man. Whenever I do see it available, I grab it, but it's just like it's not a lot. But when I'm talking about not getting boons, I'm talking about in my runs where it's like, like you got a choice of doors. And those choice of doors would typically be like Zeus's, like if you complete the next room, you get like a boon from Zeus, or if you go to the other one, it's like a boon from Apollo. I'm not getting anything. And I don't know what's going on with that, but they gotta make it better there. Erodimus, I didn't hear about that, about racist father stopping the black superintendent from shaking his daughter's hand. My only thoughts on that is racist people suck. They make the world worse, and they show how pathetic, stupid, and ignorant they are every time they open their mouth. And so, yeah, that's all I can say about it. Without seeing the video, of course. Let's see here. Let's boot up Hades 2. Shout out to all y'all that came through. Appreciate you guys. What game is OBS to cooperate? It is. You guys can hear the game, right? Double check you guys can hear the game. Yeah, perfect. Oh crap! I'm wondering why my controller wasn't working. Like, controller wasn't on. Well, we got new patch notes as of yesterday. Early access patch 2, June 4th, 2024. Among the improvements in this patch, look for many new UI icons. You can now encounter up to one additional Olympian each night. You're now likely to find one or more boon or more major reward while in Erebus. Increase invulnerability duration after your death defines it. Okay. But they got like spoilers in the patch notes? Adjust activation duration to Serenity effect. There's a lot of changes. Good grief. Oh, this is a show spoilers button. Okay, I'm glad they put that in there. That's very well thought out. I'm not going to do this axe though. I don't like that.
The lovers.
Man, I don't even remember how do you sprint again? Okay, there we go. My favorite is actually this thing here. What is I love this. Like 2 torches. It's awesome. Let's just get into it.
I'll make this count.
All the other design of Hades is so good. Yeah, absolutely, man. Love the music, love the singing. Like everything about Hades is awesome. Yeah, Supergiant Games is fantastic. Your attack splits in 2 the first time they strike foes. Okay, your special 60% faster in orbit when you fire them. Your attacks. Okay, let's.
Enchanted for the night.
Maybe I shouldn't have went with this one. See, I'm always getting that stuff. All right, let me go take the Chaos Gate. It's never a boon from the gods that alter my attacks. Chaos is so interesting. Okay, so gagged will for the next 5 encounters. Each time you use those particular moves, get hit with wow. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And my only afterwards, I get 9 of my mana back every second. That's not worth it. For the next 3 encounters, slain foes toss an Inferno Bomb, but you get your special deal 72% damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And see, look, this is it. This is always what I get. Either this currency or this currency. It's never a boon. Crap, that hurt. Whoa, they're tossing them at me. I thought they would just like drop in their, damn, that almost killed me. I thought they would just drop near them.
Be not afraid. Good.
Finally, okay, so I got no money, but I need to go talk to Poseidon. Why am I missing everything? This is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be.
Grown-ups never had even a drop of love for me or any of its children, niece. Imagine hating your own offspring. And not just some of them, but all.
Your specials hit foes with a splash that knocks other foes away. Your sprint deals damage on impact and knocks foes. Actually, that's really good. After you strike foes with your weapon, a spirit bubble. But I ain't really care. It's either going to be one of these two. Let's go with that. And so now this is what I'm doing.
Don't have much gold.
Yeah, I need this. Your cast deals. I ain't got the money for it. True Bleed, what's going on? Here's another boon though. I think this is boy, here we go. Oh, I got stuck. Yeah, you staggered now.
Remember that.
Leaving under the auspices of the old witch in the crossroads, huh? Not met her face to face. Keeps to herself, so I scarce believed it when Apollo said that she'd reached out with something important. Turns out it was you.
A boon
Ooh, after you sprint for 1 second, use 10 mana to create a blast that deals 400 damage. Huh. That changes from my other sprint with. If you take damage during your attacks and specials, they are stronger if they hit 125% bonus weapon damage. I kind of want to see what that looks like. But it's after you sprint for 1 second, use. I kind of want to see what this looks like. But then this is tough trade. This is if I get hit. All right, I'll trade that out. Oh, wait, hold on.
Look upon me. Rest easy now.
A little heap. It's been. How fares the big witch, by the by, my friend? I often see her in these woods, and every now and then she says hello. Makes time for little old Arachne. How ungodlike of her.
Headmistress seems as steady as can be. It's strange. Her confidence in my ability is one of the greatest.
True Bleed says I'm an insider. Ask me anything. True Bleed.
Exactly tell her that.
When is Bloodborne remake coming out?
And why ever not? I'd always want
You're
to
insider,
know the
right?
truth from you. She's a smart one, no?
Brian E says she's adorable. Arachne. I agree with you.
Chat.
Don, plus 10 outfit that makes your cast deal 100% damage. Grants 5 bones every time whenever you exit a location. Give you extra health. You know what? Let's do that one.
No spiderlings in sight.
I don't have any money, so I'm not going that way. So we're gonna go get Selena's thing.
Welcome, solitude.
Let us together shine this night, O moon. Little star, you grow in strength and knowledge rapidly.
I don't really care for this, for any of her boons, but it is what it is.
Yet we know the burden that you bear. Behold,
Your hex makes everything move 80% slower for 5 seconds. Your hex raises one random slain foe for this account to fight for you. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Your hex restores 15 health up to 3 times, which reset whenever you use fountains. Yeah, I kind of want my own minion.
Together we shine.
my light is yours.
I feel like if I keep talking to this cat, something good's gonna happen. Ambrosia. Let's get that.
Again.
This one.
I don't think you have what it takes. So go on and try to prove me wrong. Do it. That was pathetic.
Wow.
Enough.
She's so mean.
All quiet.
You're breathtaking this eve. The moon herself did have something to do with it, did she not? I can tell. Your secret's safe with me.
So I won't spoil SloMo, but you are not wrong. Read the cat. Oh, okay, yeah. There's so much I need to get caught up on this. Your specials deal more damage than nearby foes. Close up. Okay. But my special was kind of a long range attack. Any rewards you get will have a. Oh yeah, let's do that. I need that. Zeus.
I'll send you to your graves.
Who got the Robin says who got the Erd Tree DLC purchase? And I heard if you have a lot of new games plus playthroughs, it's going to be tough for you. Actually, funny you mentioned that. I bought Shadow of the Erd Tree this morning. So I'm ready to go. All 4 of my characters have beat Moog, and so I'm ready to go. I only have one character that's in New Game Plus. When I did multiple playthroughs, I did multiple playthroughs of actual brand new characters and not doing New Game Plus. So I think I'm in good shape. Your specials inflict blitz. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning, and again 50% of the time. Bolt damage is 100 up to 3. You know what? Let's do that. I'm with this. I still don't have enough money to go there, so we're gonna go get some speed. Oh, about to be a boss fight.
Really got a hold of you already, Em. Quite the vantage point the Eye of Night has got. Always looking out for you and all of us. Her speeds are pretty quick as well.
KP says this game is fire. Absolutely. When this game officially comes out, this is gonna be in the Game of the Year contender. Each time you slay a foe, deal more damage for the next 30 seconds. I love it.
always with a vivid hue. I know whose handiwork they are. This one quite suits you, though it is unlikely to withstand the heat.
Just have to avoid it.
Flames awaken.
Oh crap! Damn, taking all these hits. Yeah, that's not it. Damn it. No! Okay, wait. Oh, she hasn't done the whole transformation thing yet. I feel like I'm not doing enough damage. Oh, I hate this thing. It's like you cannot outrun it. Come on, end the curse already. There we go. I need to make it out of here without having to use my Death Defiance. There we go, almost. Oh! Ooh, I just made it. You boosted your special more than your base attack. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Which sometimes I don't know the effective way to use certain attacks. With this character versus her brother Zachary's in the first game. What is that sound? Oh, it's my. I think that's my special item. I just like destroying everything here. Homie ain't got nothing to say today. Okay. At biome number 2. Oh. Dang. I lost half my health. Let's go with that one. Money or health? I need more money, but also let's increase the health. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Oh, no, never mind. What a mistake. We did good. We did good. Let's go with this one. I love how the base attack staggers the enemies like that, so that if they don't have a shield, they can't even attack back. I want the boon. You know, I was complaining about boons, and it looks like they in this latest update. Oh, here we go again. This damn rat. Oh my god. Son of a. Yo! Get out of here! Where is he? Yeah, slow Joe Punk. Oh my god. Go down, you dumb rat. Oh my god. Yo, I just can't believe I wasted a life on you. Stupid rat, man. I needed that for the freaking rock band I gotta fight. Your attack deals more damage than nearby. What does that look? What the heck is... Option. Oh, hell no. What did... Okay, I got two. Okay, so there's the boon. There's upgrade my boons, speed, or maybe I can get an extra death defiant from this guy. Hold up, let me do this first.
Let me help you. Be free.
Finally.
You're very focused, centered on the self, become inured somehow to the incessant singing that always echoes through these halls.
Focus on him. The other guys are a distraction. Yeah, I know, man. I just when I was focused on him, they were bombing the hell out of me, though.
Speak not to me of echoes this or echoes that, okay? Echo meant nothing to me and somehow got the wrong idea anyway. And don't you get any ideas either.
Speak not to me of echoes. What? I'm talking about skill of song. You've somehow learned to block it out, though. Gods, I think I'm beginning to like it.
How about I learn to block you out with this?
I like this guy so much. Receive a gift, a boon, or raise the potency of one of your boons. Molly. To Molly. It's funny. Nightshade, mostly used with incantations involved with obscurity and death. 100 money. 6 silver most. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. So I got enough money now to really hit up a store now. Oh boy, here we go. You getting that work, homie? Oh boy, they just keep coming. Oh wait a minute. Oh.
It's no use.
Finally. Everyone familiar with Greco-Roman mythology has to go last. You'll be able to get a store option before the sirens, right? You're right. So like, yeah, before now, which is the sirens, which I'm about to get body, but I got enough money now. This is 253. I don't have. I'll get these. I'll get this, and then this.
Nobody wants you playing favorites, witches. We've got this method of delivering you unmarked boons where you'll just have to take what you can get. Surprise!
Your cast deals 3 damage 3 times in succession, but in a smaller area. After you enter a location, prompt 30 to gain armor into the next location at 10. Your blast effects from also vent on foes. If you could beat Hellblade 2, you could beat Alan Wake 2. Yeah, but I wanted to beat Hellblade 2 True Bleed. I don't want to beat Alan Wake 2. I don't want to play Alan Wake 2. Let's do this. So, Sharon's funny. Oh, here we go. Look. If you ever seen this before, this is an awesome boss fight. But I'm about to get lit up.
Hey girls, guess who? It's the one that got away, that's who. Something you want to know about me, lady, is once I catch him, I never let him go.
is no surprise to me at all. Some sea creatures are famously clingy. Barnacles, clams.
You're not a clam! You take that back. I'll make you take that back. And here we
Oh. Damn it. Come on. Oh, no. Oh my God. I went the wrong way. Okay, the solo town, huh? Come on. Yo, he ain't taking no damage off of her. Yep, here's the solo. Damn it. Crap, crap, crap. So chaotic. Come on, come on. Can one of y'all die already, please? Finally. Dang. Oh.
It's no use.
There we go. I hate this part. This is where I always die. All these damn fish. Come on, come on. Let me just get back to her. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, fine. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh man, that was like maybe like the third time I've made it past her. For most people, the only real downside in LOE2 is pacing. Yeah, because it's boring as all get out. I can't stand it.
Can't do it.
But oh, I have to pick up. Where am I picking up? Oh, why is it I couldn't go down? That's weird. Oh boy. Oh, whoops. I need that.
To the fields.
The fields is very interesting. This is very different than what they normally do, and I really like it. I also keep getting bodied here.
A seeming endless sprawl grows on the outskirts of the underworld, where
The timing issue, maybe.
fade away, and doleful spirits prey upon their sorrow.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta be in the mood for it. But like slower paced games, I don't have a problem with slower paced games. The issue I do have is that if I don't find the story engaging, then I just like, what else do you have? Because if it's not the gameplay, you need to have a story that's awesome in order to keep me engaged. Which is why I don't mind like a Telltale game for the most part. Most Telltale games, I think stories are engaging enough that I enjoy them. But the ones that didn't have great stories, I didn't really care for.
Should be able to revive that bow.
Ooh. Oh, here we go.
Snackers.
I also think the black smoke obscuring what's in there is a good touch by them. Because it makes it difficult for you to figure out how to like attack the whatever is creating it.
All need to rest. In the name of Hades.
I hate the spirit bubble. Whenever you enter a location, prime 30 to reduce any damage you would take. Whenever you claim rewards other than boons or augments or rare resources, a copy may appear. I'm gonna have to take that.
That's one down. Still prizes to be claimed.
Oh, down this way. Oh, what the heck?
Count right now.
What the f- I don't like the augment on the special. I'm not using this augment no more because this augment, it doesn't create enough of these things that circle me the base special for this weapon does more. Okay, now let's get out. Oh, Poseidon, or you know what? Let's go with Aphrodite again. He says, to be fair, I beat Alan Wake 1 before I started Alan Wake 2, so I was pre-committed to the story and characters. I mean, I get that. Go back and click that tree. Well, it's too late now. Which tree were you talking about? This is about to be a problem. This is freaking... Get this freaking vampire off of me, man. Yo, how do you just go through? You don't get staggered or nothing, huh? Leave me alone, bro. Get away from me. Ooh. I have no health. Oh man. So, they said they nerfed him. He was harder than that. He used to siphon health. Oh my gosh. That's my first time ever meeting him. And I've been in this area twice. This is a pretty long run. I anticipated probably doing like 2 runs before I checked out for the stream, but this is like, how long have I been playing this? If you sprint into blitz afflicted foes, the effect activates immediately and is stronger. I don't know about that. After you enter location, prime 20 to add power to your attack. Prime is a passive reduction to your mana limit until the next location. Whenever you use, create a heartthrob area attack. I like that. I like that. I like that. Because I use that a lot with the base attack. Ooh. But then, if I go here and talk to whoever I gotta talk to here, maybe I can get an extra Death Defiant. Huh. But this is a lot. I get another augment. I fight for it though. I get a upgrade to the boon, upgrade the health, and the augment. Or I could get an extra Death Defiant. Elder Cat in the house. What's up, man? It's been a while, man. How you doing, bro? Oh, all right, you know what? I'll let the chat choose. Which one should I go? Go here, get an upgrade to health, which will give me extra health. Get me augment to my weapons and upgrade to one of my boons, or go here and potentially get a Death Defiant. What do y'all think? I'm leaving it up to y'all, because in case I choose wrong and I don't get a Death Defiant in here or something, I'm blaming y'all. Or in case I die here, I'm blaming y'all. Go for the weapon. Hands is a new character. If you gift them, you get a new item. Yeah, but how's that gonna help me right now, Brian? I need help right now. I got 17 health right now. I need a Death Defiant. Maybe none of these characters give you a Death Defiant back like they did in the first game. At least I haven't run into one that does. You know what? Been good. Finally finished moving out our previous house into a new one. Oh, a lot of study. Good. Oh, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad things are doing well for you, bro. Go for the items. Okay.
Let me past.
Hopefully I don't die here. Oh, these thorns. Mother. Stop. Oh my God. This may have been a bad decision. Oh boy, here we go. What the? Hey! Yo, get out of here with that. Okay, please die. Die already, please. Thank you, thank you. Oh, good grief. Where was it? Where was it? Dad, where was it, man? I had lost where I was. Here it is. Your special creates one additional flame. Your attack splits in two the first time they strike foes. Your channel your attack faster, 50% faster, and it uses a little bit less mana. Your This comes with a prophecy too. Fine, I'll do that. Arr. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing I never quite figured out. So the hex raises one random slain foe from this account in the fight for you for 12 seconds. While your hex is not ready, deal 5% additional damage. It's almost never ready, so that's great. Use 5 less mana when you recharge your hex. Okay.
It's watching me.
All right, here we go. I got 9 freaking health. Oh, this dude. What is these? What is this membranes they are spitting out at me? What? Come on, I can't even get close. Yeah, you gotta get up out of here, please. Thank you. You're just gonna sit in the middle of all this. Finally. Here we go. A little bit extra there.
More of this tainted gold.
Money. A little bit extra health. What's the last one? Yeah, there's the last.
Can't take this yet.
Ooh. No. Oh. Please kill them, please. Come on, come on. Yeah, finally.
It's over.
What do I want to upgrade? Definitely my attack, because my attack is. There we go. Damn it!
Felt that.
Okay, let's get out. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me do this.
Gold to spare.
Yes. Less damage. Let's do that. Let's do all that. Your Hex is active. Could get a hit out of it. It is? Shows you how very little I've been playing this. I was, I mean, yeah. You know what? I was trying to save the Hex. Yeah, I was trying to save it.
Shades.
You know, I'm just trying to save it for later. You know.
Smackers.
What in the world is that? Whoa. Is that a werewolf? It sure is a werewolf. Yeah, oh, I got a werewolf. That's great. That's awesome. Perfect. Yeah, werewolf, get him. Money. Shit. Oh, this guy was just chasing me. Bless your heart. Where am I going? I mean, where I know I ain't. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. This guy. No, I don't want that one. I think I had to kill the werewolf first before I could get one. damn it. Oh, finally, there we go. Stressful not having any health. SloMo, that tree you just passed. So there was a tree. Your raid servants gain any after you take damage effects from your boons. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any right now. You use 5 less than before you. Your raid servants deal extra damage. When your hex is not ready, deal another 5%. Okay. What tree are you talking about? This tree?
Flourish and reveal my path.
Oh. Did that. Ooh. They tried it. Oh, that thing tells you everything. All right. Oh my, I don't feel like doing this. Crap. Run. Can I kill a werewolf? Do we even have a hex up? Come on, die, dude. Die. Thank you.
I think I'm finished.
Oh yeah, let's spend that money. Ice Queen, what's up? Kind of says break over, catch you later, brother. Hey, yo, take care, man. Don't be a stranger, cat. Oh, I forgot who I gotta fight. It just hit me who I gotta fight. Seeing these footprints. Damn Cerebus, bro. No, let me just take the time here, because I know I'm not gonna survive this. Sure. If you take damage during your attacks, especially you're stronger if they hit. I thought I already did this. No, I didn't. I chose something else. Your attacks, especially deal bonus damage to armor. Yo, does Cerebus have armor? I can't remember if he has armor or not. Brian, do you know if Cerebus has armor? Gain bonus life based on your magic life. Max life from magic, plus 20%. As a boss, I think they have that flat HP bar. Alright, I'm gonna go with tough trade. Well, here goes.
You're not going to step aside, are you?
You sure ain't. Oh my. Jeez. Bro, stop it. I just did that to get the bonuses. Oh my god, for not having it charged. No. No.
What's the use?
Damn. Oh, okay. No. God. Oh, come on. That's so cheap. I mean, where am I supposed to go? Bruh. Come on. Ah. Now it's moving. I hate this part. Damn it. Come. Damn it, mother.
Cerberus just doing his job.
I'm so mad. Oh, what's up, Mr. Frog? Let me confide in him.
It has to be. I have to help him.
Can you stop killing me?
So what's up? Hey, Mel. I mean,
Ravens shall feast on your eyes.
Okay, dope.
Sister Selene.
What news?
Oh, little star. During such phases, I remain unseen in the night sky and can enjoy a moment's rest. So let us speak a little.
His AoEs are stupid. Exactly. Yo, I just come on, man. Give me a break here, please.
Great Selene, I am honored by your presence here. The task proceeds at pace, I think. Although, as you well know, we have much left to do. I'm grateful you've been watching over me.
And I am grateful for the opportunity. I am the Eye of Night, but you, I think, have come to be her sword. Until we see each other once again under her veil.
Farewell till then. Been meaning to try this. Katoskion Oski.
Your intent was true.
It is done. Headmistress, there must be something we can do for Arachne. Her curse torments her. What use is our craft if we cannot ease a friend's suffering?
Arachne's fate is not yours to undo. It's a matter between her and Athena. I suggest you leave it well alone.
How did you know it was between her and Athena?
I do not care for your insinuations, Millenoi.
Welcome, Lord Charon. It's all here. Where'd Nemesis go?
Found yourself a phantom lair in the fields, if my shades down there are still to be believed. Blood-sucking bastards.
Don't such creatures usually stalk the sun?
Better that.
All right, let me go. I gotta take care of some stuff for work. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Great stream, great chat as usual. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your hump day. Get back to work. Don't let it get to your head. And I'm gonna get up out of here. You guys take care, man. Peace out.